Today's video is going to be on this XM8 project, and the whole kicker behind this particular project was this was an LPEG with a clear plastic gearbox shooting about 200, 250, aluminum short barrel, came to about maybe here, not to the end, and it had like a 7.2 battery and a grip or something right here. I converted it over to a regular AEG version 3 gearbox, brass barrel, regular hop up, and I filmed the steps along the way. The only gotcha was that I sort of lost track of the steps and finished a lot of things after a certain point. And I have just still pictures, so I'm going to narrate that particular section after the actual video steps are done. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's start out with step one. Step one, install new nozzle, trigger switch, and selector plate. Test. Step one complete. Step two, put the gearbox into the shell. Semi. Full auto. The gotcha? No safety. It's not safe and still firing. Step 4 and 5. Rewire to the front. Longer wire. New hop up, bucking, and barrel, which is actually longer. So step 4 and 5 complete. Upper body put on to step 6. Works out nice. Step 6 complete. Here we get a look at the LPEG gearbox and some of the weights. I have another picture of the gearbox and the total amount of weights that I pulled out, almost 4 pounds. Here's a look at the parts. We got a hop-up chamber, nozzle, selector switch, and a switch. Fully assembled gun with the stock flash hider on it and the wire just sticking out. Rating with 2 O's was pretty good, 384 with over a 17 round per second rate of fire. Here we see a suggestion I made to the gentleman who owned the gun of putting a tube on there for the battery. He wanted a bigger size, so I also made a tube, a smaller size one where you can see here. I also removed the flash hider, and I decided to make a different type of flash hider for it. And here you can see the flash hider on the end of the gun. Looks pretty good. I made a suggestion to remove the fake scope on the top. It was basically just a hollow tube. I mounted a rail, JB Weld, and screwed it fast on the top, and it actually worked out pretty nice, as you can see in the final shot here coming up. That with the large tube on and without the rail, or with the rail on the top. Here's a test shot of the tube with some wiring that I mounted on the front. Finished product of the small tube on there and the large tube included. Okay, this is going to be the shooting portion of the video of the XM8. Normal target, 125 feet. I wanted to show you the distance there, and the blue round thing, which you can see right here, is 65 feet. So we're going to zoom in a little bit, and of course, you don't have a problem at 65 feet. All right, so then we're going to zoom back out to 125 feet and see what we can hit. We do have a little wind right to left and turning around and going left to right, so it's going to be a little fun. Okay, got to reload the mag. It was only a 50 round mag. Okay, let's do a couple more shots out to 125 feet. Might have to adjust the hop up just a tad because they are dropping right at 125 feet. Okay, a couple more shots. Okay, no problem hitting 125 feet. I have to pull back and show this. We have company. Deer have come over to see what I'm doing. Just so I can show you, this green building that's right out here is roughly at 200 feet. There's another range, but with all the deer here, I don't want to bother the deer. So let me try and shoot there and see how we're doing. I think I have the hop up on a little too much because they are rising a little bit, but it's getting out to 200 feet if I really want to, and the wind's pushing it all over. Back inside for the final conclusion. Final conclusion, as you saw out there in the video, we used some .25s. You know, it's a little windy, and I had some friends out there with me. Got out to 125 feet. I didn't have the hop up adjusted all the way in. And then when I tried to shoot out to 200 feet, I over-adjusted the hop up and they were rising. But I think it'd handle .28 BBs, maybe even .3. The hop up's got enough lift on it. This was a great project. I really like this stock compared to the one that's on my SRC XM8. That one has a removable stock where you can put the battery in. This one I had to create something, of course, but it worked out nice, and if you have a bigger battery, you can run the bigger tube and run it in there. 50 round mags, though, that's the only kicker on this one. We'd have to get a high cap for this to get it to work. Other than the gotcha with the safety, and like I told the one guy, your safety is take the mag out, fire a couple times to clear the barrel, put a barrel bag on, and keep your finger off the trigger. That's your best safety. He is going to put a different optic on the top here with a little bit of a riser. I think a small optic sitting right over this rail would be good. I was trying to use this as a sight picture when I was shooting, and it was always going a little high. So you have to adjust accordingly when you're shooting, I guess. Other than that, it was a fun project and took a longer time than I thought it was going to take to do this. But it was a lot of fun, and because it takes G36 mags, I'm sure you can find all kind of mags all over the place for it. Flash hider on there. It even has a set screw in it in case you have to take this off to be able to get this shroud off in case you want to do some work on the gearbox. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I had a lot of fun doing this project, and I'm going to start doing some more stuff like this. I have a Valken fusion engine, or Valken HPA engine. I might be throwing it in a Nerf gun. I'll see if that is something that I want to do. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is going to be going to one of my teammates. As always, you guys have a great day, and try to stay warm out there. Wow.